Good morning, people of the internet. If you happen to watch us on mornings, I don't know why, but good for you. It is comic news. I'm Duke.
And I'm the real Manos.
Um, we are. It's probably going to be a normal show, and by that I mean I'm going to stumble on my own lines. And but let's start with a follow up to a story that made us so depressed we had to rely on the monkey clip. Uh,
Yeah.
Last week, we were sad to report that a man named Mike Meyer, who, may I remind you, is mentally disabled, had his Superman collection stolen. And we talked about how some people set up kind of like a P.O. box and a fund, like you could send them stuff. Well, luckily, they caught the bastard who took his stuff, and he got all of his stuff back. So if I depressed anyone horribly last week, I made up for it.
Yeah, I didn't realize how old the victim was. Like 76. It's terrible, man. Mentally challenged man at 76. And you thought, hey, how cool would it be to steal his stuff? The stuff he loves.
The stuff he loves.
Yeah, way to go, Gary, you jerk.
Oh, and Gary looks proud to do whatever the hell he did in this mugshot.
Yep. Mike, anyway, from what I understand, Michael Myers was so happy he got his Superman stuff back, he decided not to kill any teenagers this Halloween.
Or make a Shrek sequel.
Yeah, so
Everything was good.
yeah, it's good to hear. It's good news all the way around.
He's still making Austin Powers 4, though, so we're screwed.
Yeah, well, at least he isn't making the Guru too.
Oh, thank God. God, that movie's so painful to watch.
Oh, there is few things as hard to watch as comedies that aren't funny.
I remember how, like, a while back you told me how painfully unfunny Ghostbusters 2 was.
Yes.
Though I haven't seen it, I know people who will support that the Love Guru is worse than that. He's trying, and the thing is, you could tell he's trying hard to be funny, but he's not.
I can tell he's trying hard through the trailers.
God, it's he recycles all the same jokes, and good God. So,
Yes, hello. We made ourselves sad again.
monkey clip.
Dun 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 dun. But hey, let's move on to some Avengers news.
It's not really good Avengers news, Manos. Okay.
Oh,
So many people will remember that we reported that Jeph, Loeb, and Ed McGuinness were going to bring someone back from the dead. Then we were told it was going to be Cable. Now we're being told that he's going to be in a miniseries called Avengers X-Sanction. Or I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. And it's just Cable with a bunch of giant weapons beating up people. You're welcome.
well, hey, that's new.
I know, right? I don't know. Really? We're just gonna have him fight the Avengers? I wonder how well that'll work since they have a movie coming out.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like this is a publicity stunt to get more Avengers books out.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Cable, I guess, was due for his return, so
His return after his death of 5 months. Seriously,
Yeah.
he wasn't dead for a year.
That's a long time now.
Good point.
These days, that's a long time. That's Barry Allen dead compared, to some other deaths.
And apparently he got some upgrades at the Terminator, considering half his face is metallic now.
Yeah.
So, good news, people who love explosions.
I love his kneecaps, though. He looks like he really enjoys bowling.
I'm going to defeat all of the Avengers and then hit a turkey.
Cable versus the Big Lebowski.
This will not stand, man. That'd be awesomer than this.
Oh.
Technically, that really works, considering that Jeff Bridges was an Iron Man. So, wow, this could work.
Yeah, that's right. And if he has his partner John Goodman there, he may be able to take Cable. This is what happens when you screw someone in the ass.
Damn it, Manos! Now I need to find that movie and watch it after this.
He's gonna take a crowbar and trash Cable's vet.
Cable deserves it. He's being a jerk.
All right, let's move on to. Actually, someone else is moving on.
Moving on up. No, I'm sorry.
Moving on away.
You take this, Manos.
All right, John Rozum walks off Static Shock. There's been some creative changes in the New 52 relaunch. Let's see. Marco Ruby has dropped completely off Suicide Squad.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, Roger Robinson off of Mr. Terrific. Wow, that book hasn't even come out yet.
No, it did. It came out this week.
Oh, it did? Okay.
I know that because I was at my comic shop, and it was the only reboot book left.
Whoa, well,
people actually bought Hawk and Dove over Mr. Frickin' Terrific.
Wow, that's not so good. Anyway, Bleeding Cool reports that John Rossum, best known for the creator of Zombie for DC Milestone, has left the project of Static Shock. Let's see, he hasn't really commented, has he? We asked him to comment. I resigned from Static Shock before any speculation starts. The decision was completely mine. My issues for leaving had nothing to do with character or DC Comics. I plan to... Notice he didn't mention Scott McDaniel. I plan to continue working with DC in the future and developing new projects for them at this time. I don't know. Maybe it's just creative differences between him and Scott McDaniel.
Who knows? Again, like, he's not mad at DC. He plans on doing more, which is cool.
Well, if he had problems with Scott McDaniel, then he's probably not mad at DC. Although I will make an assumption. Has Scott McDaniel ever written before?
I don't know.
I don't recall. And I've been following his career, and I haven't really seen him write much. I have a small theory that he was brought on to kind of help McDaniel out with the first arc.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe his work's done. So, he left.
Well, then again, like, Static's been kind of confusing because they had a different creative team set up before they announced the reboot.
Yeah.
And they just seemed to just leave the face of the earth after the reboot was named.
Yeah. It was... Actually, I don't remember any announcement like, oh, they're off the book, and now it's...
It's just, and it's done by this, and, like, some people noticed it, but, again, it wasn't, like, making waves.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed any announcement that the previous team was off the book. I don't know. I know I like number 1.
I haven't read it yet because my comic shop sold out of every reboot issue except for Mr. Terrific.
So go get that.
How about no? Well, actually, no. They had like 2 issues of Legion Lost, but no.
Okay.
Only 2. They still had like 20 copies of Mr. Terrific. Dude. And it's not like they over-ordered or anything.
Let's see. All right. Now, you want to talk about something else?
That depends. Can you sing a song about it this time? Again? No? Okay.
Excuse me? Oh, you want me to sing the song?
Yes.
What's that?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
It's the Mighty Manos. Sing the song if you haven't ready. No?
Oh, man, okay.
Damn it.
Let me see where I put those lyrics. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let me think. Yeah, it's the Mighty! It's a bunch of heroes who have light neon on them! Oh, the Mighty! They're appearing in the last issue of Fear itself! Oh, the Mighty! They fought the Hulk!
That still makes me smile. So, yeah, we know what they look like now. Woo!
Woohoo! And I think I was pretty much right on the mystery ones. Like, some you could tell right off who they were. But like Black Widow, I was right on that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Betty Ross, right?
Yes.
Betty Banner, Red She-Hulk.
Yep.
So I was right on that. So I feel pretty good. And
Yay!
And boy, man, Wolverine looks terrible.
They
looks
dipped
like
me in lava, bub.
Yeah, he looks like some bad diarrhea going on there. Diarrhea is like a volcano erupting inside of you.
Does that mean he has to fight someone powered by Pepto-Bismol?
Yes.
Well, also, and I forgot to mention this has been announced for a while now, but Manos, you mentioned that they're appearing in the last issue of Fear Itself, right?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
You're technically wrong.
Oh.
Here's
yeah,
what they're doing.
Issue 7?
No. There's still going to be an issue 7, but here's what they're doing after this. They're doing an issue 7.1 and 7.2 and 7.3.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But it's basically the same heroes I've seen for 40 years. It's not anything really different here. Who's the newest character here?
The background.
Wolverine?
The background.
The Wolverine is the newest character in this batch, by the way.
Well, yeah, because the Betty Ross has been around, but as She-Hulk, that's been like only a year.
Yeah, well, she's only been Red She-Hulk, but I mean...
And plus, she apparently robbed a sword from someone in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took that punk's sword.
Take that, you bastard.
Yeah.
Whatever. Why, for whatever reason. Again, technically we could have sang vague Marvel teaser, but we already had our song.
Specific. Yeah.
We had our song. I can't wait to see how these will be. I wonder, if these will just be forced in last 5 pages or something.
Oh God, I hope not.
That'd suck. And also,
they'll show up the last minute and blow everybody up, and they'll go, "Well, that was crazy."
Well, okay, let's go. Quick, let's wait for the other event. I mean, no event's coming.
Yeah.
They're all shifting their eye. Well, again, those point issues, really? Point 1, point 2, and point 3.
Yeah, I thought that thing was over.
Point 2 and point 3 is the point where why are these coming out? They're supposed to be one-shots like the Aftermath or I have no clue.
Oh, no. Do you think that's going to be now a Marvel standard? Whenever they have something to explain or overdo, they'll do the point to 1 book?
I don't know. I thought point 1 was going to... Because Marvel does this all the time, where they'll start doing something when they did the Astonishing books. Yep. Let's give every character one. And
yes.
Most of them haven't gotten decent reviews. Or totally forgotten, or actually changed, because that Carnage miniseries was supposed to be an Astonishing book, but they changed it for some reason, I guess to bank off Carnage. Which makes sense.
Well, people love... the word astonishing tested very well.
Yes.
People
very well.
People hear that word, they go, "Oh, that sounds like something I'd buy." Oh, okay. Do you... Well, they did a test marketing of this kind of stuff. They always did, very scientific. There was okay, take a look at these words on this chart here, and you tell me what you would be interested if it was on the title of one of our Marvel books. Okay.
I don't know. Razzmatazz Hulk doesn't sound that good.
All right. How about the word fiberglass?
The fiberglass Iron Fist? That doesn't sound good at all.
Okay, that's not so good. How about astonishing? Is astonishing okay?
Well, I think I'm generally interested in that.
Okay, that's a really successful one there. Astonishing. How about twat?
Which character?
Wolverine.
Wolverine's twat.
Yes.
Hell, I'd buy that for giggles.
All right, we'll write that down there. Okay. Well, thank you for our test marketing, Mr. Loops.
Well, you're welcome. I'm going to eat this Skittle you gave me. Oh, wait a minute. This is cyanide!
The end scene.
Why did that end with me eating cyanide? I was bored. Okay, so you want to move on to our next story, Manos? Because you wanted to talk about this.
I wanted to talk about this.
Oh, I'm going to save debt. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I was not going to read Suicide Squad because I was one of the 8 billion people who do not like the new look for Harley Quinn. And here's the thing. Here's the ironic thing. I would have read it if they hadn't have like mangled this character that I love so much. You put Harley Quinn in a book, and I would have bought the first issue. But of course,
If Harley Quinn was in Wolverine's twat, you would have bought it.
yeah, you know it. And so, okay, I look at the cover and I like see what they're talking about, and I was like, well, I don't want to pick that up. And then when the issue came out, we realized that another character had a bit of a new look, and it is Amanda Waller. And everybody knows the character from Suicide Squad and her appearances in basically all over the DC universe. She has also appeared in the Justice League animated series, and she's appeared in Smallville and the recent Green Lantern movie. So, you know,
yeah, she was in that.
Yeah, Angela Bassett played.
That's how unforgettable she was in that damn movie.
Yeah, and all right, now in issue 1 of Suicide Squad, she has a bit of a new look, actually, and what I find troublesome is the character has gone from being overweight and maybe not that attractive. You know, actually, by the way, her weight has shifted depending on the artist, by the way.
Well, that's something that happens all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I have literally seen her go from being like maybe 30 pounds overweight to a ball with hands and feet, depending on the artist.
Well, diets in the DCU are weird like that.
Yeah. So, new issue comes out, and it's supposed to be like, you know, a few years earlier, a younger Amanda Waller. And she is skinny and kind of superhero hot, actually. And I actually find this offensive. I don't like it, and I hate it, and I'm against it. And now I'm really not going to read Suicide Squad. Where I wasn't going to read it before. Now I'm super double not reading it.
Super double knot. I'm sorry.
That's right.
That's a contract.
That's right. I am super double not reading this, and I encourage you not to read it as well. Because let's see, what do you think of this, Duke?
I don't have a big connection to the character.
Yeah.
Honestly, I see where you're getting at. It's kind of weird. This just comes off as a change for no other reason than to change things.
Yeah.
Because, like, everyone knows, like, people recognize the character because, again, she was in the comics. She's always looked overweight, and in Justice League, the cartoon, she was a big part in that show.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way she looks, and this is... Well, to be fair, she was skinny in Green Lantern, and she was also skinny in Smallville.
Well, granted, those are TV shows and films.
Those are TV shows.
Which I think it's illegal to be overweight.
I actually have a quote from SF Debris about, like, back then you could cast ugly people in the 60s.
In the 70s, too.
The 70s, yeah.
70s, you could have lead characters in romantic films, and they'll be ugly.
Yep.
You can't. That's not allowed anymore.
Then again, if they were in England, we could probably hire them.
Maybe.
They have to be good actors, though.
Oh, but here, I think it's in the Constitution now.
Yeah, of course. Along with Patrick Warburton has to be in every cartoon.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Amanda Waller was not only kind of unique in the fact that she was a black woman in a position of power in the DC universe. She was an overweight person. She was a fat woman in a position of power, a non-attractive person in some respects. Sometimes she was drawn fat but attractive, sometimes not so attractive, you know, depending on the artist, of course. I can't think of another overweight female character and where it doesn't have to do with humor or that character's superpower.
Okay, so that takes out that guy from Legion.
Yeah, not Bouncing Boy.
That was a joke, but still.
Oh yeah, well no, I've discussed this with other people, and they have seriously said, "Oh, well, Big Bertha is there." It's like, no. Big Bertha is that is a superhero. That's a fantasy kind of character. I'm talking about a real person you meet in real life that is overweight. And that's not represented. And that, it's funny, DC's talking about doing diversity in their books, and they take away one of the very few overweight characters in all of comics.
I just have this funny vision of Dan DiDio and Jim Lee putting up a picture in front of the office door saying, "No fatties."
Yeah, it's like, oh, hey, Dan, you may want to look in the mirror.
I don't want to shave my goatee.
Dan, you may want to look around your office. I don't know. I'm gonna guess not everyone in DC office looks like, your Jim Lee characters. But
you're telling me that Mike Carlin, one of the biggest editors there, is not in shape?
No, I mean that guy's totally ripped. Are you kidding?
Yeah, exactly.
This leaves Foggy Nelson from Daredevil to be the one overweight character in all of comics. So yeah,
That's actually pressure on him now, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure for the guy. But yeah, this is the thing. She was kind of a role model in that respect, and they've just taken it away. Oh, just like that.
To make her look like Angela Bassett, essentially.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
That might be it, too. Like, that thought came to me, like, why? Because I love the Green Lantern movie, but, dude, I'll admit, I know it didn't do well.
Yeah, and her character didn't make that much of an impression in the movie, from what I understand.
No, she was copy-cutter scientist who dissected alien.
Yeah.
You could have replaced her with anything.
And also... get away from the political aspect of this. Being fat was her signature.
Yeah, she's known for that.
Yeah, great comic book characters have that kind of signature to them. Some kind of physical aspect where you can look to them, maybe even a silhouette of them, and go, "Oh, that's them." Yeah. And like J. Jonah Jameson has his crew cut and his Nazi mustache,
and his cigar.
Wolverine has his hair and stuff like that. And Amanda Waller was fat. And she had a nickname. She was the Wall. She was a tough, big thing.
Now she's something that can barely cover one.
Yeah. Now she's... I heard somebody call her the Rail. So, yeah, I'm very against this, actually. And... I think it's a big mistake, and I actually read what's this guy's name? What's the name of this writer?
I am over here.
Adam Glass. He defended it. Let's see. Do I have the quote here? Let's see. Oh yeah, he defended it by saying Amanda Waller is not defined by her size, but by her attitude, and she still has plenty of that. And I've heard that defense, like, oh, hey, don't worry about her weight. That shouldn't be the important thing. It's her character. Well, you know what? That's what you say for a fat character. Not a character that's thin and muscular just like everybody else. That's such a bullshit excuse line. And I don't accept it. It's like, oh, yeah, hey, please like this character even though she's hot, just like everyone else.
Yeah.
That doesn't... How can that even be at all a defense?
Hey, fat, overweight comic fans, we have another hot lady for you to look at.
Yeah. While we
that.
Continue to pretend you don't exist.
Yep.
But buy our books.
Buy our books, because we need the money, damn it.
You'd think, if they wanted to appeal to so many people, you'd think loads of characters would be fat. They should add more fat characters to the DC universe.
Well, not to mention, to add on to the whole fat joke, they've been doing those weird mini comics with Subway.
Yeah.
Just to really add on to the health nut thing.
Yeah.
Which I've read a few of those. Those are funny and how cheesy they are. All Black Manta wants is to eat a sub sandwich. He doesn't want to kill Aquaman.
Yeah, there you go.
He just wants a sub sandwich. Why is that so hard to understand? Okay, we're
yeah. Hey,
you got your voice out, and are you still a little angry, Manos? Because I have the monkey clip on standby.
No, I don't need the monkey clip. I am actually mad about this, and I'm deeply offended. I hope this is one of the things that gets retconned. Actually, that would be nice.
It might be because a lot of people have been upset about this too. So,
yeah.
If it's gonna stay after it gets supposedly reverted back to the old universe, only the changes that a lot of people really liked will stay.
Yeah.
And this is obviously not one of them, or Harley Quinn.
Yeah, the Harley Quinn thing. I mean, this, it's so funny. People are talking about the Harley Quinn thing, fighting about it even.
I still
And
love
this was
that tweet you made about what Deanie and Tim would think of this.
I haven't heard their opinions. I generally consider Harley Quinn's creators Paul Dini, Bruce Timm, and Arlene Sorkin.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't heard any of them talk about it, so I'm very curious to hear what they would think of it.
Oh, and then I saw someone reply to that tweet saying, well, it's kind of like if a father finds out his daughter's a stripper.
At a low rent area. Not even
a low rent area. That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, next to a trailer park. That kind of strip club.
In Detroit.
Detroit. Ugh,
She actually had the gall to move all the way to Detroit. Okay.
Or Alabama.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking of, yeah.
Yep.
But, hey, folks, do you think any other DC folks in the universe should be made fat to appeal to a wider audience?
Do you think one of the Justice League books should have a designated fat guy?
What?
Make your words heard.
What hero or supporting character, I'll even go that far, should be fat?
To be fair, I'm pretty sure everyone will just think of a supporting character.
Yeah, that's true. Well, to be honest, I mean, we can't even have a supporting character that's fat. I'm guaranteed. I haven't seen Harvey Bullock yet. I don't know if he's appeared in Detective Comics.
He's died of a heart attack. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm sure he's in great shape. He's a jogger.
They try and look like a bodybuilder.
Yeah, he's going to look awesome when we see him. He's going to be a tip-top. He's going to have a six-pack.
Why does Harvey Bullock look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 80s? Golden, we gotta fight Batman.
I'll take care of it myself.
The machines. If they did that, I'd probably love it now. Okay, so...
All right, let's move on.
We will move on, Manos. Let's move on with, let's talk about a fan film, shall we?
Yes, why not?
Let's give a spotlight to a fan film. How about you take this, Manos?
Sure. I had one of my subscribers write to me and say, hey, is it cool if I send you a fan film I'm doing? I'm just like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. And he sent it to my P.O. box. And he had a neat little note here, which even has "Hey Manos," and it's written in it has hands written behind it, which is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And he wrote, "Hope you like it." Let's see. He wanted me to make sure that I put the review out after he posted the movie, and let's see. But he asked me to quote the movie Almost Famous, "Be honest and unmerciful." And he was really nice, and he sent me the movie, and I was very surprised how cool the package was. It came in, a cool little DVD, box with, cool looking art, and even has an image on the DVD too, by the way. It's Batman: The Stand. Oh,
Stephen King is not involved with this, Manos.
Man, I was so into that, and then
I know. Hey, dude, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
And then I looked at the line, and then I, looked at the title, and it's like, oh man, I totally fucked that up after all that.
We apologize, dude, if you're listening to this.
Batman: The Line, excuse me. And you may have seen my review of it. And it takes place in comic book continuity, actually.
Yeah, they have a little mention at the beginning.
Yeah.
What is specifically?
Yeah, after that one issue, which I guess is a pretty famous issue now, where Jason may or may not have killed a rapist that got away. And the movie is mainly a conversation about philosophy between Bruce and Jason. And it does include a cool flashback to a moment with the Joker. And but mainly it sticks to this battle of philosophy that's going on, and what's of course hinting that Jason's going to become this villain in the future,
which will totally not happen. Wink, wink.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it, actually, and I think the directing is really good. The way he paces the story, he really kind of allows it to unfold very well.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you can tell he doesn't have much of a budget, he didn't really tell me how much of a budget he had, but I can tell that he didn't have much to work with. But what he does is quite good, and I love the way he sets up some scenes. And I didn't talk about this in my review, but I really enjoyed the music. The music is very subtle, but it's still memorable and really does build. And the performances are all three pretty good. I gave it, if I just spoil my own review here, I personally gave it, I think it was 4 Ram chips. And, in comparison, I gave City of Scars 3 Ram chips. Because I just didn't like the script and some of the acting as much.
And I've noticed a lot of comparisons between The Line and City of Scars.
Yeah, some people are. City of Scars, it does have better production value, but they had a huge budget for a fan film.
Yeah, and it visually looks good, but it just didn't measure up in story.
Yeah,
compared to this.
Yeah, part of the problem with The Line is you can tell they didn't have much of a budget for makeup and effects. So it's partly weak in some extents. You can see the makeup effects are kind of bumpy and rough looking.
But writing and acting usually beats that out.
It totally makes up for that.
Old Doctor Who shows this.
Yeah. I mean, it could the level of professionalism totally makes up for any of the tiny flaws in the film.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. I actually, before I reviewed it on YouTube, I watched the film over and over again for a while because it was a really cool movie to get into, especially if you're a Batman fan. Now you saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it. I've seen it about 3 times. I watched it because we were supposed to do it last week, but I kind of got lazy and stupid. I watched it earlier this week, and to make sure I kind of had more to talk about it, though you've gotten a lot of the points I thought of, I watched it twice. It is honestly really good. Because it knows it doesn't have a big budget, so it sticks with a good story and good acting. I really like the Joker too. I love the Joker in this. I like the Joker in City of Scars, but I love this Joker more. I don't know why. There's just something more there.
Well, I think it's a better performance. Really, he doesn't try too hard, and I will admit it does seem like he's doing it. That's actually the director and Henry Trifson actually performing as the Joker. It does feel like he is kind of doing a play off of Heath Ledger's Joker, but it's totally fine. He does a really good performance with it. And what's interesting, he's dressed up like classic Joker with the mannerisms of Heath Ledger Joker, which is kind of a cool combination, I thought.
Yeah.
And there's some subtlety in the performance, which I like a lot. And I like when people perform as the Joker and do that. It's not all like, there are moments of quiet in the character. Which
derailing one-liner!
Yeah, which, to be honest, makes the character scarier when he's being quiet for a minute.
Yeah. So, we both recommend you go check this out. The link's in the info if you're really curious, and you should go watch it. It's really good. That's about it for our show. That's about it, folks.
Yep, hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, we had our fun here.
Yeah, me and Zeke are going to tractor pull afterwards.
But first we gotta get that possum there, Jim Bob. He's been annoying my sister all week.
Yeah, well, we gotta go pick up my daughter. She's at the trailer park strip bar. So,
way to make a callback to that joke.
Yeah, thank you.
So, also, in case anyone's curious, we do not recommend you go see Batman The Stand. Seeing as it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
If it does exist, thank you and show it to us. But, yeah, so let's get our usual stuff out of the way. You can listen to this show as a podcast through iTunes and Podomatic.com. If you're trying to find it on iTunes, type in JMC. It's available on the JMC network. You can listen to this show along with the JMC chat, where, though it changes from time to time, me, Jerky Chid, and other people, whoever's available at the time, just bullshit. It's fun. It's just a good old-fashioned chat if you have the time, and please check it out. Also, give us some reviews too. So people might check us out.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about it.
Love to hear that, and I'll simply tell Manos about it because he doesn't hear much about this. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, description as well, where you'll get news about our daily lives and also stuff.
Yeah, we're fun.
We're very fun. You'll see funny tweets about Harley Quinn and being a monstrosity, and I'll talk about how I'm watching an episode of Stargate again. It'll be great.
Yeah. I was just doing some tweets earlier about the Emmys, so you can go back and look that up if you want.
I also believe Ashton Kutcher's trying to become Jesus, by the way.
Yeah, he thinks he's Jesus.
Dude, I'm so gonna punk him, and then I'm gonna turn this water into wine. Okay, so man, let's get your stuff out of the way.
And hey, I publish a comic book called Red Knight. I think it's super awesome. It's about a superhero trying to break into the business and finding it's a lot more difficult than he thought. Issue 1 is already out. You can order it at the information below. You can get it off PayPal using my email, or you can send me a check or money order to the P.O. box below. And issue 2 is actually about to come out in the next week or two. So we'll be talking about that maybe on the next show.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. So that's about it for this show there. I'm their Duke.
And I'm the real Manos.
Good night, and also, give me back my spittoon, you bastard.
No, it's mine. Drink it. I don't care.
You're so mean to me.